I don't think I've been bribed. Because I don't get sent stuff to promote on my streams. Yet, I'm waiting, Dyson. I'm waiting for you to send me a new vacuum cleaner. I really do want... I'm tempted by the newer models. Mine is like several years old now. Come on, Dyson. Go ahead. Send me a vacuum. The Hitman sponsorship. If only. Waiting for the fauna review to buy. Why not a Roomba? Okay, I think Roombas are kind of a gimmick. The Kieran family house had one for a while, but after an unfortunate pet mess incident, the Roomba had been retired. They need to be cleaned too much. I just feel like they're kind of gimmicky. I don't know. Maybe if you don't have any pets. But then it's like, is it really worth it? But I kind of like vacuuming. I don't know. I just feel like the Roomba, it's just like takes a long time to do what you could do in like 15 minutes. And then the Roomba is like up in your personal business all day and you have to like make sure it doesn't fall down the stairs or knock stuff over. People out of the house all day. And who don't have pets, because otherwise you come home to the horrific dog poop streaked across the entire house incident, which sounds like a horror story. Oh, that would never happen to me. But like everybody I know who has a Roomba and pets, that has happened to them. Classic Roomba moment. It needs like a pet mess detector. Wasn't there like a Attack on Titan Levi Roomba in Japan that has like Levi's voice clips? That might be the way you could convince me on a Roomba. Was there? I'm pretty sure there was. Where is this? Sounds terrifying. You need one with my voice. What would I say? Oh boy, time to clean. Wow, that's a lot of dog hair. When was the last time you vacuumed? Damn, you live like this? Fauna sweep. Not the passive-aggressive Roomba. It's like, what do you mean when was the last time I vacuumed? You are the vacuum. The Roomba voice pack. Can you install? I guess does the Roomba even have a speaker on it? I was gonna say, can you just mod your Roomba to have any voice that you want? Take your shoes off. Because I do feel like that would make it more appealing. No, actually, that would get old really fast though, right? When the Roomba is just trying to talk to you all day long. Yaps nonstop. No! What you need to do with your fauna Roomba is hook it up so that it vacuums whenever I'm streaming. That's when it turns on and then it just plays my stream from the speaker while it's vacuuming. That sounds hype. I don't know if it needs to vacuum that much though. I mean, how long does it take to vacuum? I guess it depends how big your house is. Well, it can't go up the stairs, right? Oh, they should make a Roomba with legs so it can climb up the stairs. Imagine it just like sprouts legs and crawls up the stairs like that would be good. Sounds horrifying. And then you're like sleeping in your bed at night and you just hear the distant slowly getting louder. Somebody needs to grease the joints on this thing. Five Nights at Freddy's. I keep seeing videos for Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit, which I think is a really funny name. Do you guys know about that? Is that like a real Five Nights at Freddy's game or is it like fan-made? Open the pit! Exactly. That's all I think about. They're referring to a ball pit, but all I can think about is like Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. It's an official game. Does that mean that we have permissions? Should I play it? There's a Gura reference in it. Should I play it? Part of the universe. It didn't look that scary. Please do. Okay, I'll try to play it if I can. I don't know anything about it. Gura is canon in Five Nights at Freddy's? Wait, is that what that means? Poor Gura. Wanna try the first one? Yes, but no. I mean, I have tried it and I found it to be terrifying and I didn't like it. And even the loading screen scared me, but that was a long time ago, so maybe I'm stronger now. Yeah, it's all jump scares, which I have said before, and I maintain that jump scares are a cheap form of horror. And most of my favorite horror games do not rely on jump scares. Like Soma. I mean, there's like a couple jump scares in Soma. I would say a lot of them are not even like scripted jump scares. It's just just like you happen to turn around and there's a monster and it scares you. It's all about the atmosphere. Same with Resident Evil 7. I don't know if it even has like scripted jump scares. You can definitely get jump scared, but it's usually because you're freaked out and then like a monster just happens to be there, which I don't count as like a jump scare. Yeah, the basement wasn't scripted. The roaches are barely jump scare though. I mean, I know they terrified me, but also like it's different from having like Freddy being like in your face, you know? My heart rate begged to there. I'm not saying it wasn't scary. I just didn't find it to be like a cheap horror technique. Can we hear that again? What is the scariest non-horror game? Minecraft Outer Wilds. I need to play the DLC. I'm considering streaming it. Has my hurt feelings healed? Maybe. But I would turn the chat off, so I wouldn't be reading chat at all. But you guys can talk amongst yourselves. I'm considering it. It's hard for me to just ignore chat completely, but I know it must be done for Outer Wilds. Pikmin is really scary. I think it is. I don't know what other games. I mean, I find a lot of games scary. Luigi's Mansion is a horror game. BioShock? Yes. I thought it was way scarier than it was. Or like, I tried to play it way back in the day and I got too scared. But then when I streamed it, I don't think I found it that scary. It is horror. It's very atmospheric. It's rated as horror? I guess so. I got stronger. I did. Achorium is horror. What are my other favorite horror games? I've like forgotten them. Honestly, Penumbra, which like, I don't know if it's even good, but I liked it a lot, especially the second one, part 2 of Penumbra. It's pretty like janky, but oh yeah, Faith is really good too. That also doesn't really have jump scares, right? I liked Penumbra. I think that frictional games should make more games like Penumbra and Soma and less Amnesia games. I like Amnesia though. I really like the original Amnesia, but I do like Penumbra more. And then I think Soma is like my favorite horror game of all time. So of course I want more like Soma. Yeah, Crow Country was good. I liked Crow Country too. Not gonna finish the bunker. I don't know. The bunker wasn't bad. Now it's been so long. It's been like a year. I'm not opposed to it. It was pretty scary. It seemed like it was better than the last Amnesia game. I really did like the original Amnesia though, but I think I prefer Penumbra. Maybe not Penumbra 1. I already forgot the names. The dogs I did not like in Penumbra. I thought that was a pretty weak point in the game where you're just like standing on top of a box and hitting dogs with a broom. But Penumbra 2 I liked. That's your biggest memory? I don't remember Penumbra 1 otherwise. It's just to set up for the second one, which I thought the second one was like more psychological and interesting. It reminded me of Soma in that way. To me, whenever I played Penumbra 2, I could be like, oh yeah, I totally see how this is the same studio that would go on to make Soma. I can totally see that. Less so with Amnesia. I mean, aside from like the engine, I guess, the physics engine, they're pretty different. I feel like FNAF had some good things going for it. Like, I do think that like you're in a camera, like a security booth and you have cameras. I think that's a great idea, a great concept. It's just like, did they have to put so many jump scares in there? I like Foxy though. I think Foxy is kind of a cutie patootie. I'm a fan. I like that he's a pirate. I think he's got a cute face, even though he's supposed to be like horrific. I think he's cute. Kawaii kitsune. When he runs at you, he's got cute footsteps. I don't know, doesn't it just seem like he's excited to see you? He's got a big smile on his face. I'm one of those. I'm not. I'm just saying, if you put Foxy in Zootopia, he would fit in. I probably have watched the original Toy Story, but honestly, I don't remember anything about it. I was never a huge Toy Story fan, which I know is like blasphemous, but it is what it is. I was more into the Disney movies with animals in them, which I guess there are some animals in Toy Story. I liked Monsters, Inc. What's the best Disney animal? That's a hard question. That fox girl from Robin Hood. I'm starting to notice a pattern here that I don't want to delve into any further. Yeah, Maid Marian? What's with it in the foxes. The anthropomorphic foxes. I don't know. Yeah, also Nick from Zootopia. Not beating the allegations. I don't know. I think that Disney made a whole generation of furries. Because me and my best friend were drawing like anthropomorphic animals before we even knew what a furry was. Probably because of Disney, you know? Disney's fault. I don't think there's anything wrong either. I mean, obviously, like, people like it. I'm scared to continue talking. No, we don't. Yes, we do. Zootopia was good. It was one of my favorite recent... It's not even recent. One of my favorite modern Disney movies. It's so old. Yeah, but I didn't watch it when I was, like, literally a child. So to me, it's, like, it's new. It's not Lion King. Did I see Inside Out 2? No, I haven't seen Inside Out 1 either. Which ones have I watched? Which new ones have I watched? Well, I don't even know if they're new. I watched Soul, and I thought it was good. I watched it on an airplane, and I don't really remember that much. But I think it made me cry, so it must have been good. I watched Coco. That one also made me cry. That one I do remember. That one was really good. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. It's very good. Which one made you cry? Okay, basically every movie makes me cry because there's something about like the emotional soundtrack that just gets to you and manipulates your emotion. So like, yes, all of them. All of the above. Did The Matrix make me cry? It might have. I'm like tearing up at every movie. That's just how it is. They manipulate you. Am I crying right now? No. No, it's good, I think. It's embarrassing, though. Because, like, I can't help it. Like, in the dramatic ending of every movie, I'm, like, tearing up. And I'm scared that people are gonna, like, look over at me and see that I've got tears in my eyes. I don't know. I probably shouldn't be embarrassed. Because, like, I think if I saw any of the Hololive members, like, tearing up because of a movie, I would be like, oh my gosh, they're so cute and sweet. We must protect them at all costs. So I should just accept that. Except, I don't know, maybe I'm like, no, I'm not cute and sweet, and I do not need to be protected at all costs. I am tough and I don't cry. But that's just not true. Edgy goth girls. Strong, independent Kieran. Exactly. D&D is normie now. Good. TTRPGs are great. It can be really hard to find a group. I mean, probably still is, even though it's more normal now. The easier it is for people to find groups, the better. You should try sometime. I always recommend people to check out their local like board game store if you have one, because they often have like tabletop game nights if you need to meet people to play with. Yeah, I agree that it's a better experience in person, but online TTRPGs can be super fun too. Just have to make sure that everyone is paying attention. It's like hard enough to get everybody to pay attention in person when they could just easily glance at their cell phones, but man, when you're sitting at the computer and it's not your turn and you've got a whole second monitor open, that's where it gets dangerous. It's like, oh, I could scroll through Twitter while still paying attention. I'm totally capable of that. You're not. You're not. Don't fall to temptation. You are not capable of scrolling through Twitter and still paying attention. Not enough. Not enough attention. Your DM spent so much time preparing things for you. You better be nice and not look at your second monitor. You think I would be a good DM? Thank you. I do want to give it a try. Like an actual TTRPG. I could try a one-shot first to see how that goes. Because like my dungeons, I keep making them more complicated. And like at some point, it's just easier to just play D&D. Instead of just at some point, I'm gonna have built my whole TTRPG system. We don't need to get to that point. We should just play D&D. I don't know. I want to try lasers and feelings because it's easy. You only have like, there's like two stats, the lasers stat and the feeling stat. Surely I can manage that. I saw on Twitter Fauna gasping compilations, and I gotta say, I didn't think I sounded quite so like a dying creature when I'm gasping. It's actually like I can't get enough air. When you put it all together like that, I do gasp kind of dramatically. Well, there's a lot to be dramatic about, I think. When it's back to back, it's uncanny. It reminds me of those like rubber chickens that are like, "Wah! Wah!" you know? Which I don't think is exactly the comparison that I'm hoping for, but this is the comparison that we've got, I guess. Rubber Fauna sapling merch when? Then it made me want to watch that video, so I did. Do you guys know the viral video of, it's like a bin of those rubber chickens or geese? I don't know what they are. And somebody like pushes down on all of them at once and they go, ah! And it sounds like a chorus of men screaming, ah! Is that real? Because I thought it was real, but then I watched it and I was like, how can this be real? How can they actually make that noise? Chat, is this real? Is it real? It's real? How does it make that noise? All together. Not AI generated. Well, no, it's not AI generated, but like, couldn't they have just replaced the actual sound it made with a chorus of men screaming? Because that's what it sounds like. Could have been a hoax. Are we certain that it's not?